Welcome, oh, welcome, oh, welcome, my little curiosities, to another A Fairy Tale Friday. So, before we get started, guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe so you can come back for more strange little stories with us. So, today's Grimm Tale is The Three Spinners, and this one may not teach the lessons that you expect. Instead of giving us a simple story about hard work and laziness, it gives us something a little, I don't know, stranger. Different people looking for a different opportunity, the same labor and the same problem in a completely different way. So, while we read, I want you to keep one question in the back of your mind. What do you think the lesson actually is in this outlandish little story? Because I have a feeling we may not all walk away with the same answer. All right, curios, let's meet our friends, the three spinners. We're gonna put Oreo Jr. back here. Ooh. And let's get going. Once there was a lazy girl who did not want to spin, and nothing her mother could say did a bit of good. In the end, the mother became so angry and impatient that she beat her. It's one. Here we go. Here go them grim fairy tales. And the daughter began to cry. The queen happened to be riding past. When she heard the girl's cry, she stopped her carriage, went into the house, and asked the mother why she was beating her daughter so hard. Okay, girl, must have been loud up in there. That her screams could be heard out on the road. The woman was ashamed to say that her daughter was lazy. So she was ashamed of the truth? Like, I don't.
Wasn't ashamed of beating her.
Right. Like, girl, wait, what? Okay, girl, we gonna do what we want to do here. We gonna be ashamed of what we want to be ashamed of. So she said,
That's what they call the good old days.
yeah, yeah. So she said, I can't make her stop spinning. All she wants to do is spin and spin. But I'm poor and I can't afford all that flax. The queen replied, That's nothing. There's nothing I like more than the sound of spinning. I'm never happier than when I hear wheels whir. Let me take your daughter home to my palace. I've got plenty of flax, and I'll let her spin to her heart's content. Okay. The mother was delighted. Okay, girl, so the lion actually worked here. Okay, because I mean she gonna get her daughter to spin, so I guess the mama won. That's the way I'm looking at that. And the queen took the girl away with her. When they got to the palace, she took her upstairs and showed her three rooms that were full of the finest flax. Okay, girl, I guess you're gonna be spending a lot, but it's gonna be pretty. From floor to ceiling, just spin this flax, she said. If you succeed, you shall have my eldest son for your husband. You may be poor, but what does that matter? Let me tell y'all something, okay? I would be spinning my butt off, honey. All that flax, all three rooms, and maybe a fourth would be spun, okay? I don't know what I would spin it into, but baby, I would be spinning because I mean, this opportunity don't come around all the time. You wouldn't be spinning, Scott, if they offered you a royal spouse?
I guess, but you haven't met him yet.
I don't care. I guess that is the point. But for now, I don't care.
Well, the spouse could be the guy that we saw on that show last night.
Okay, you know what? Let me get back to this book. Scott trying to take us off track. You're a good hard worker. How's she know? And that's all the dowry you need. The girl was frightened to unaliving that no one threatened her with. She was scared that the queen was going to unalive her, even though the queen did not say this, even though we've had stories where the queen has said this. But ma'am, she didn't say this. So, but the girl scared of the queen unaliving her anyway. For she couldn't have spun all that flax, even if she lived to be 300 and sat there from morning to night. When she was left alone, she began to cry and cry for 3 days without lifting a finger. Okay, honey. Okay. Okay, ma'am. Are you afraid of unaliving or not? Because I mean, that's what got you crying. Are you trying to marry a prince or not? Let's wipe them tears away and let's make a plan, sis. Like crying ain't gonna get us nothing. But spending that flax can get you everything. I'm trying to, girl, we trying to wear this crown right here. On the third day, the queen came in. She was surprised to see that none of the flax had been spun. But the girl explained that she hadn't been able to begin because leaving her mother had made her too sad. Okay, smart move, sis. Now we got to wipe them tears and get it together, girl. The queen accepted her excuse, but said as she was leaving, I expect you to start working tomorrow. When the girl was alone again, she did not know what to do. In her distress, she stood at the window, looking out, and saw 3 women coming down the road. The first had a broad, flat foot. The second had a lower lip so big that it hung down to her chin. Okay, girl, that's a big old. Did you get botched, ma'am? Is that what happened? Too much Botox? And the third had a broad thumb. They stopped outside the window, looked up, and asked her what the matter was. She told them about the trouble she was in, and they offered to help her. Okay, period. We'll spend all your flax for you, and quickly too, they said. If only you'll invite us to your wedding and not be ashamed of us and introduce us as your cousin and let us sit at your table. With all my heart, let me tell y'all something. Hell, let me tell y'all something, okay? Not only, let me tell you what I would have told them ladies. Not only will you ladies be coming, but you about to be my bridesmaid. And you know what, sisters? Y'all can feed me and the groom my first slice of cake. Okay, y'all gonna be up in all these photos. Okay, if you can do all that. Okay. Them chicks would be number 1 VIP. She said, come in. You can start working right away. So she let the 3 queer women in and made a space in the first room for them to sit and start spinning. The first one drew the thread and plied the treadle. I don't even know what that is, but that's what sis did. The second moistened the thread. Yeah, you got them big old bottom lip. I guess you ain't got no choice. And the third twisted it and struck the table with her finger. And each time she struck the table, a skein of yarn fell to the floor and it was spun ever so finely, period. The girl hid the 3 spinners from the queen and showed her such a quantity of spun yarn every time she came in that she couldn't praise her enough. When the first room was empty, they started on the second and then on the third, and it soon was emptied. Then the 3 women took their leave and said to the girls, don't forget your promise. It will be your good fortune. Actually, let me tell you something. They would have told me that after they did them 3 rooms of flax spinning for me. And I'll be like, hey, sisters, hey. And don't forget to pick up your dresses at David Bridals. Okay, girl, go and get your bridal, get them bridesmaid dresses. Okay. When the queen saw the empty rooms and the enormous pile of yarn she arranged for the wedding, sis was impressed. The bridegroom was glad to be getting such a clever, hard-working wife and praised her mightily. I have 3 cousins, the girl said. They have been good to me, and it wouldn't be right to forget them now in my happiness. Would you let me invite them to the wedding and ask them to sit at my table? The queen and the bridegroom said, why on earth wouldn't we let you? When the festivities began, the 3 old maids appeared in outlandish costumes. Okay, girl, hey, not outlandish. They got flair, baby. Y'all not gonna cover they costumes, baby. Y'all better come and look the way you want, baby. And the bride said, welcome, dear cousins. Good Lord, said the bridegroom. How did you ever come by such ungainly looking cousins? He went over to the one with the broad, flat foot and asked, "How did you get such a broad foot?" "By threading," she replied. "By threading." The bridegroom went over to the second and said, "However did you get that hanging lip?" "Bow tie." No, I'm kidding. That's not what she said. I got botched. No, that's not what she said. "By licking," she replied. "By licking." And it turned him on. It didn't turn him on.
Wow.
And he asked the third, "How did you get that broad thumb?" "By twisting thread," she replied. By twisting thread. The prince was horrified. "In that case," he said, "my beautiful bride shall never touch a spinning wheel again." From then on, there was no further question of having her spin that hard flax. Scott, if I cook, clean up, and don't go shopping every day, I'll end up looking like that too.
If you don't?
Yeah, if I have to cook, clean up, and I don't go shopping every day, I'm gonna look like that. So what are we gonna do about that?
I don't know. Find a doctor.
Okay, anyway, and that was the three spinners.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the tale. That's the end of it. She lived happily ever after. She ain't have to spin no more flax. She never had to do it, period. She won. Okay, I have a few questions. Was our girl actually lazy, or was she simply being judged by people who thought there was only one acceptable way for her to be useful? Did she cheat her way out of work, or did she recognize an opportunity, accept help, keep her promise, and make sure the women who helped her were acknowledged, which is what they wanted, right? Everybody was happy. And what about those three old women? Were their unusual bodies just part of the absurdity of the story? Or were we being shown the physical cost of a lifetime of labor that everyone has stopped noticing? And maybe most importantly, what did the story try to teach us today? Scott, what did you get out of this one?
Hey, if you got a good scam, if you can execute it perfectly, you can make it in life.
Make it happen. Make that thing delegate, baby. Delegate where you can. That's what the military taught me. Delegate where you can, baby. And curios, I want to hear from you guys too. Tell me in the comments what you think the lesson was, because I feel like this one is one of those stories where we're all going to notice something a little different. And that's half of the fun of reading these old tales together. And with that, guys, we're going to end it here. Let me grab Oreo Jr. As always, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with us, because we always enjoy hanging out with you guys. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe so you can get notifications when we come on next time. And also because, again, you're part of our group, so let us know you're part of it. But with that, we're going to end this live here. So, as always, guys, from wherever we are, even when we are trying to persuade our husband to never make us do work again because we're going to look busted, to wherever you guys are, peace and love and happiness. And we'll see you guys later, which is really like 30 minutes, because guess what? We got to get these last couple of chapters in for Thrill Club. So give us 30 minutes. We'll be right back. But until then, we'll see you guys later. Bye, y'all.
Bye.